Hey guys, this is Shane Everett Henry. Thank you for joining me today. Today we're going to talk about quality versus quantity. Some people say that quality is a lot better than quantity, but I think there's a lot more to it than that. Let's dig deeper. So many are fixated on perfection that they lose sight of how much work it actually takes to get good at something. If a skill isn't being applied, then it's not being tested. And if a skill isn't being tested, then it's hard to see how developed a skill has become or not. As skills are refined, you can focus more on quality, but quality will come as a result of those skills being tested and tried. You have to pump out product or content or art of any form in order to get better at something, to have that practice. To truly understand what you're doing, you have to apply those skills. Creation brings more creation. So the more that you create, the easier it gets for you to create in the future as well. By focusing your time and efforts more on quantity, then it is ensuring that you have enough practice and you have enough time in order to get to the quality, to make that masterpiece. And it gives you, it's an investment that you're making that gives you more opportunities to see what works and see what doesn't, and to refine your process along the way in order to actually get a skill that a quality of skill that you really are looking for, that you really want. The first time you do anything, it will likely not be very good. And that could be disheartening sometimes. But I'd say that's true for most people and most things. When you do something and you are focusing on that one thing and you want to do it, and then you actually try it and you fail, that's not a good feeling. But what is a good feeling is that when you keep trying, you keep pushing through, you can make it. The first time you do something, it will likely not be very good. But it takes those initial failures in order to hone your skills and have those successes and get to that quality. With each attempt, you get more skilled at the delivery as well. You get more proficient and efficient in the art that you're doing. At first, it may be hard to muster out that content. It might be hard to, push it to the surface to get your creative juices flowing. But once you spend time doing that and you do that over and over, you find that place of passion within you. You get to a point where you can bring that up easier every time that comes after that. So each time is a practice for the next time, which is on the way to your masterpiece. It just takes effort. It takes time. And if we apply ourselves, we can get there. We have to believe in ourselves from the get-go. We have to really want what we want to get good at. And if we just follow what we really want and what we believe that we would be good at, and we believe in ourselves while we're trying to get good at it, then we can go really far. We have to fail. Failure is inevitable with all things. It just takes practice to overcome those things. It takes, belief in yourself. It takes your, applying yourself to learning about it and applying yourself. It's fun to read a book. It's great to read a book and to, gain that knowledge. But unless that knowledge is being applied, then it's not very useful. Theory and application have a fine balance. It's a pretty fine balance, about 30% theory to 70% application. The more that you apply, then the more that you understand. Whenever you put yourself into an experiential place where you're experiencing that theory firsthand, then you're seeing how it plays out, and it's not a theory anymore. It becomes experience, and experience is necessary in order to have quality. You hire someone for a job. You don't want that person to have just read a book about what they're doing. You want them to have experience in it, or else that they're going to reach those failures that are inevitable if this is their first time coming across this task that you're hiring for. It just takes time. It's far easier to read a book than it is to actually do something. But doing is the pathway to quality and proficiency. Focusing on quantity is an opportunity to test small changes so that you can slowly make adjustments as needed along the way. You can know how much pressure to be applied. The nature of creativity is to reflect ourselves through a given medium. Not every experience brings desirable results. You have to try to know. Some things work, some things don't. You have to crawl to walk, and you have to walk to run. It is a process. When you make more, then you can throw out what you don't need. You can throw out what doesn't work and keep what does. Repetition sharpens your skills. Practice often. Draw collectively from that experience, from that practice, and apply what you've learned, and you'll be well on your way to that masterpiece, to quality. If you have any questions, feel free to put them down in the comment section below. I'd really love to hear your thoughts on what you have to say about it, what you think. How do you deal with skills that are new? Are you good right off the bat? Or does it take you a lot of quantity of practice in order to get there? Thank you for listening today. I hope to see you next time. Hit the like button. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell notification icon so when new content comes out, you can be notified. I look forward to seeing you again, and I hope you have a wonderful evening. Until next time, let's go make some art.